so like, uh-oh. Yeah. Right. Okay, so like, all right, Shalom. We're gonna start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, and double honors unto our elder apostles and our elders at Great Millstone, GMS. Peace and blessings unto the elect out there. All right, this is GMS Houston camp, and we basically just gonna jump right into this topic of the image of the beast, okay, the likeness of the beast, and Rome returning back into power. You know, Rome was wounded, then it was healed. Okay, Rome came back, and it is back now as Babylon the Great. Okay, and there's many things that indicate that this is Rome revised. Okay, Rome back again. Okay, from the architecture to even like me and the brother was talking earlier, the numbers that are on my watch are Roman numerals. We learn Roman numerals in school, you know, from the architecture to the judicial system, the government, Salakia.
Right.
Okay. So
you mentioned entertainment.
Nah,
With the
Coliseum. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the Coliseum, which why was that set up? For entertainment purposes. And what was going on in Rome before it fell? Entertainment, bread and circus. The same thing that's going on now, which has a lot of people's mind consumed as a distraction, because that's all entertainment is distraction. Okay? So I guess we can get straight into it. Go straight to Revelation. We just jump right into it. Because brothers was talking about it, and that's just a hot topic right now. You know, these other groups, they'll tell you sin is the mark of the, you know, the MOTB, which no matter how you twist that, it just don't make sense no matter what. And like me and the brother was talking, sin been going on since Adam. So did Adam have the mark of the beast? When do the mark of the beast is supposed to come? When is that supposed to happen?
The beast got to be in power.
So was the beast in power during the time of Adam?
No, sir. There's no beast.
It don't make sense.
That's right. You want to start which way? Revelation 13, like in 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 11.
Yeah.
We'll go there.
Come on, that's it.
All right, so Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Yep.
And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Yep. And what it's talking about, now see, when you read that, you see right off the top, it's talking about the exercising the power of the first beast. So it was one, then now it's another one. You see? So this beast here is exercising what? What is it exercising? It's exercising the same things. Read it one more time,
Yes,
Kusha.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Yes.
And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Yes.
And he exercised all the power.
Hey, man, stop right there real quick. Because it say, right now it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. So we got to establish what is this, who is this beast? I'm sorry, who is the beast? Right here.
Yes.
Another beast. And it says, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So that's going into this particular beast being America, though it's America's a part of NATO and the EU. And it's going into its two-party system. The Democrat, the two horns like a lamb represent the Democratic and the Republic parties. And what did you have in what shit we gonna
Yeah, what did you have in ancient Rome? Yeah,
right.
Because that's what this is about.
That's
Rome coming back.
Yep, you had the plebeians and the patricians.
Yep.
You see, which was equivalent to what was the patricians was the
That would be the Republicans.
Yeah, like an upper class.
Yeah. And what I said, that's the plebeians, that would be the common folk, so to speak. And it says, and spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. So like you said, it's the same, it's not the same beast. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not a different beast, it's really the same beast.
Right.
Because I say that the beast was wounded, but not unto death.
Yep. So it came back. It really didn't go nowhere, but it came back into power, you see? And that's talking about Rome. It's talking about ancient Rome coming back through another kingdom, which is Babylon the Great. But yeah, come on, Salaki, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, verse 12, come. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Yep. And how do it exercise the power of the first beast? It just it does everything that ancient Rome did.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's undeniable that this is Rome all over again. Even you got scholars that'll tell you that this is Rome. This is just the spitting image of Rome, man. Okay.
Right. There's videos, documentaries showing the parallels between ancient Rome and America.
Yep.
You want to read up?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was looking at this is from the internet. It's titled About Parliament, and it's dealing with the Treaty of Rome, and in parentheses it has EEC, which means the European Economic Community.
Mm-hmm.
So it says treaty establishing the European Economic Community. It says 2 treaties were signed on the 25th of March 1957. The treaty establishing the European Economic Community, EEC, and the treaty establishing European Atomic Energy Community, EAEC, or Euratom. It says for both new communities, decisions were taken by the Council on proposal from the Commission. The Parliamentary Assembly is to be consulted and give its opinions to the Council. The Assembly increases in size to 142 members. The European Parliament Assembly held its first session the following year on the 19th of March 1958 with the Treaties of Rome. A specific provision is made for members to be directly elected. This was implemented in 1979. So it says signed in Rome, Italy, 25th of March, 1957. That's the Treaty of Rome. And it's dealing with the same core communities, which today is a part of that beast, the EU. It's the EU today, the European Union. Well, it was formerly the EEC, European Economic Community, which at its base was 10 founding countries.
Right.
And then, like the article said, it expanded, but at its core was those 10 main countries which make up that beast.
Yeah.
Part of that beast, because then you also have NATO, but just to show you, they never let go of this idea of Rome.
Yeah.
You had a Treaty of Rome in 1957. you know. So yeah,
The apostles they went into that on their live yesterday. The same thing. They brought out that same information. You know?
okay, come on.
Yeah.
I need
That's
to
the
see
spirit.
that. All right, comes. So I hit verse 12 again. Revelation chapter 13, verse 12, and he calls it all the power of the first beast before him. Yeah, and he calls it all the power of the first beast before him, and calls it the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Mm-hmm.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Yep.
Verse 15, and he had...
Yeah, if you go into verse, Mr. Lockwood, right? If you go into verse 13 and in the 14, it's really just expounding upon verse 11 and 12, really 12.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's saying that this beast exercised the power of the first beast, and then you jump down here and it says they were to make an image.
Yes, and worship.
An image of the beast, but the image was based off of the first beast.
All right, so
But you gotta keep hitting the
Right.
wrong.
Right.
all right, verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. That's not like the apostle keeps saying. That is not Caesar Borgia, man. Okay. And I know you like going into that word image for the
Right. We can.
card.
Yeah, if you go into the word image.
It's icon from the Greek, I don't know
Right.
the Strong's number, which where we get the term icon. In the Greek it is pronounced icon, the same word, as meaning likeness.
Right.
While they looking for that, we mentioned the beast, all right, in those 10 core countries, which you had Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Italy, Ireland, France, Germany, the UK or Britain,
Right.
Denmark, and I don't know
Because it started with 6. Well, how many you just named? Did you talking about the 10 points?
10, yeah.
Yeah, so this time around it started with 6 and then it grew to 10 and then now it's like like almost 30?
Yeah, it's
30?
28, I think.
Okay.
28.
Oh, right. Yeah, but yeah.
I got the Strong's for that word image in Revelation 13 and 15.
Strong's G 1504, icon.
Right, like the brother mentioned. And it says an image, figure, likeness, an image of the things, the heavenly things, so forth and so on. But
Right.
it's telling you, it's the likeness. That's the
Likeness.
key word.
Yes.
Huh?
Like what? What is it like? It's just like ancient Rome. That's the likeness. That's the image. You know? And these other camps, they can't get that. Like, what is this like? Saying it's Caesar Borgia it don't make sense. You can't fit that. It don't fit.
And it said it had power to give life onto the image of the beast.
Yeah.
So
Huh?
what does that mean? This man set up these haunted houses and put the put Caesar's face in there.
Right. It don't make
But the
no
thing
sense.
is, was Caesar around during was Caesar on the scene being pushed under the Roman Empire?
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Right.
It was into the worship of astrology, Jupiter, Saturn, right?
Yep.
The Greco-Roman Empire, the same gods of the Greek Empire, just revamped and renamed. That's why it was the
Yes.
Greco-Rome or Greco-Roman
Yep.
Empire.
So that's Rome coming back. Okay? That's the image, that's the likeness of the beast, man. Which is Rome. You see? And that's what a lot of guys they can't get that. Where we at now?
All right, I left off at verse 15.
Come on, yeah.
So I hit that again. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
And could you hold right there?
Come on.
By how did that take place? Giving life onto the image of the beast by setting up the same system. And we've been going into examples of it.
Yes.
But that was it.
Grab a precept real quick. You brother, there's something to add?
I'm sure you got it.
Okay, this is in the book of Micah, chapter 2.
Yep.
And I'm going to start at the top, verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, and that's the point.
Yep.
See, we know from Job 9:24 that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Now here is telling you that this is speaking about that same wicked who is in charge of running this beast, who's putting this image or bringing this or have brought this image to life.
Mm-hmm.
These are the same people that's doing it, all right? It says, woe to them, woe meaning destruction, all right? That devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And when you talk about iniquity, you're talking about sin on top of sin, just continual sin.
Yep.
Compounding sin. And it says, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. All right? And what does it say on everybody's dollar bill? Annuit coeptus.
Yeah, Annuit coeptus.
Yeah, our enterprise is crowned with success.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, some people will say he favors our enterprise.
Yeah.
But in other words, they have an endeavor that they set out to accomplish. And they're saying Satan is with us. This is what they say. Well, they can do this because it is in the power of their hands. And
Right.
so what is that enterprise? We're reading about it in Revelation 13. Is to set this image up.
Right.
Back to Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Right. Set that same system up. Put it in motion.
Put it into play, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they think about it on their beds. They in Davos last week was in Davos. They having these secret councils and meetings to further bring more life to this image.
Yep.
This is their whole life's work that we're talking about, we're reading about, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right?
Yeah. And that being Caesar, Borgia, or anything outside of what this really means doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
That if you don't bow to the image of Caesar Borgia, to Christianity,
Right.
what's the explanation,
You can't logically break that down.
Because what makes logical sense is what we've seen this man do. When you come against his system,
Yes.
that's when he wants to destroy you.
Yeah. That was George Bush said that. Those that's not with us is against us.
Right.
So
Esau don't give a shit about nobody. How you feel about Caesar Borgia
at all.
or being a Christian?
Because Esau don't even got that shit up in their own house.
Yeah,
They don't be having no Jake with that shit.
You sure right. So let's just go back into it and break it down. It says, and he had power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. Okay? If we were dealing with a man, he would already have a gift of speech. Or will Caesar mute? Or
right.
Why they have to cause him to speak?
Right.
We're not dealing with a man right here. It's talking about a system. All right, so we have to go back to verse 11 real quick. Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So this beast had the ability to speak, and it speaks by way of laws, legislation,
right.
dictates, executive orders, so forth and so on. All right, so this is what it's saying back here in verse 15.
Right.
That the image of the beast should both speak. Right. Well, what they're doing right now is one of the things in Davos, they're discussing legislation to bring down on humanity globally.
Right.
You know, different legislations that they want to implement. That's the way the beast speaks.
Right, because the system has legislation. It's legislation. That's what it's comprised of.
Yes.
This whole man's setup is laws on the books, it's rules, regulations. You see?
That's right. And when the beast say, you gonna need this mark or you ain't eating, that's what the beast says.
That's what it's gonna be.
You ain't gonna be right. You ain't gonna be able to buy or sell, and that go for food, medication, all that, but we will get into that in the next few verses. But back in verse 15, and he had power to give life into the image of the beast, bring power to it, bring it to fruition.
Yes.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yep.
Now, because I wanted to go into that because that's the time we're coming into.
Yep.
If brothers had anything to add on that.
You can say
that point right there. That this is the time we about to. That's why it's imperative to know what this is talking about.
Right.
This is about to affect the world. Yeah. This is gonna be on everybody. Okay? For us, it's the hour of temptation.
Right.
You see? This is gonna be a world. It's called the WEC.
Yeah.
It's a world thing. Okay?
And you got the WHO. They all these little groups coming in, and they all dealing with the world.
Yes.
And it's saying it's
but
him. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's it. No, go.
No, just touching that point. But everybody got their own country.
Right.
And govern their own thing. Okay, well, you don't do what we want you to do. We putting sanctions on y'all. But when it comes to this, it's world. Not everything is inclusive. Everybody got to follow the same thing.
Right.
Where they do that at? Like Jake like to say. I thought each country had their own laws and place and what you had to do over here and what you couldn't do over there. But then when it comes to this, it's a world thing.
Right.
It's a global thing.
That's a good point. Come on.
It's a lot.
And you say, no, that's a good point. It say that and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, they already have the legislation, and they got these concentration camps set up for those who don't want to be a part. They already consider you useless eaters. So if you don't want to be a part of society, they got the re-education camps, and then they got the camps that's fitted with the guillotines and, I believe the gas chambers too. They're going to bring them gas chambers back.
Yep.
But yeah, they're going to be putting people to death because according to them, there's already too many people on the earth.
Right.
According to them. So, they'll do this evil in the name of helping humanity.
Right.
Right. And the guys are doing something good. But yeah, it's complete wickedness because Man, there's so much earth that ain't even been treaded on
Right.
in the world that's habitable, fit to be inhabited.
Yes.
But this devil the one got everybody in the cities and compressed and people
Yes. Piled on one another.
pissed off, and that's why road rage running rampant, got people living on top of people stacked up right next to side. Like, this man is a house, I'm a house, they literally this close. The house is literally this close together.
I can reach out my window and touch your house.
Touch another man's house. Yeah. But they finna get ready to do all that. Why or how? Through legislation. This beast is getting ready to speak.
Yes.
Get my mark. Like, I had to go back to Beanie Siegel. The beast gonna say, get down or lay down.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's why it's so important to know what the image of the beast is. So you gotta know what, not only the image, it first starts with the beast, but the beast is doing something, the beast is following something. He's following the likeness.
That icon.
That ancient
And which is
path.
really it's the same kingdom coming back, because the kingdom is being reincarnated because the people that run this, that run Babylon the Great, NATO, the EU, they all back.
Yep. Yep.
And they lights or whatever.
Man.
Yep. Yep. So
Yep. All right, verse.
Oh, real quick too, this leads into the next verse. Knowing what, because it says if you're gonna have to do something to show that you worship the image of the beast.
right.
What is it gonna take for you to prove that you worship in the image of the beast? Is it a physical thing where you bow down before what? Caesar? Before what?
No, it's just sin.
The image of the beast is sin. It's all sin.
No, yeah. Whatever. It's the clock on the wall.
And that's the thing. They don't know. You see?
Right.
And you must know what the image of the beast is so you can know what the MOTB is.
Yes. You gotta know what the beast is. You gotta know what the image is. And you gotta know what the mark is.
Right.
You gotta know them things.
Your life gonna depend
And
on
that's how you're gonna have to show. You're gonna have to take the C here to say that I worship the beast.
Yes.
Because people in their mind are not gonna actually. Some people will, but most people, a lot of people won't. Like, I'm down for all this, but if you taking, if my only option is to take this or eat, then I'm gonna take it.
And that's what it's gonna come down to. Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to that.
Yep.
For us to eat, we're gonna, whatever you bring, the draconian law that you bring, we gonna accept that.
Yes.
Which the most draconian part about it is gonna be the MOTB when they had the chipping stations
Yep.
set up.
Yep. Like the apostles said, when them stations go up, watch a lot of attitudes gonna change. See, cause that's how Jake is. Jake hard-headed.
Jake don't think they gonna do mass sea hipping, bro.
Jake don't even think it's gonna be a time of Jacob's trouble. We just gonna get on a slip and slide and just slide straight into the kingdom.
Now, see, they were saying that at one point. Well, IUIC was saying, well,
Just a smooth transition.
Yeah.
No.
Gone.
No, the scriptures don't say that. The Lord said himself, he said that the fire is already going to be kindled. What will I? In the book of Luke. What part you don't understand? Hell, let's just say, okay, we know it's going to be a third war. The world war is going to be just going on somewhere else or something. I don't know, man.
That's what Americans think. These Americans, bro.
Because they show you in certain movies when it's world conflict, society is jacked up all over the world. They show you the news clippings in this region, over in this country, and everybody is around the world bugging out, going crazy.
Chaotic.
Well, I add this. Elder Ariala was saying, and it made me think about it. All right. Now everybody does, before this sin thing, the mark of the beast was a variety of shit. Now all of a sudden it's like everybody on one accord. That's not with our doctrine that the mark of the beast is sin. But remember before you had trade embargo, it was
sleeping with white
women.
Yeah.
And whatever else they had out there, it was a bunch of different things was the mark. But now it's like they all on one accord with it being sin, you know. And like your brother saying, that image they talking about Caesar, but yeah, none of that equates or would make logical sense with what the scripture is saying there. You know, especially when we go into 16 here.
Right.
Your brother got anything else to add? So now verse 16 says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right?
Yeah.
You know that one?
Really?
It say that this, so it's the image of the beast. The image of the beast is gonna cause all. So not just the one that's here in Babylon the Great, but the whole entire world, all.
That's right. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yep.
And so we got to start carrying a picture of Cesare around. So
in your right hand.
Yeah, in the right hand, so we can buy shit.
Or you can get a tat of him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like they teaching the AOI is teaching that it's the wicked act in the mind, and then the right hand, that's the forehead.
Right.
The wickedness being in your mind, and then
you make it
the
happen.
right hand represents you acting out the wickedness.
Oh boy, you get drunk just hearing that.
And you're gonna need that to buy and sell.
How do they know you sinning?
You're gonna need to be wicked to be. You're gonna have to be a wicked dude. But everybody's wicked already, so it's like you can buy and sell right? People are buying and selling right now, and then what wickedness can be.
Okay, sin is the mark.
According to them.
Okay, so sin has been around for a mighty long time.
Yeah.
It just don't make sense.
You can't buy and sell unless you have this mark. Everybody, rich, poor, free, bond. Everybody must have a mark.
Everybody got cell phone now, so you got to film yourself doing the wicked act.
And you go take it to the store.
Right.
Submit it to
Yeah. See, I was talking to this other man's wife. Yeah. And so let me get 2 pack of Marlboros and a 6-pack. That is ridiculous, bro. Yeah, that's crazy talk. It's sin. That don't make no sense
at all.
And when you go into the word mark, charagma, it's cutting. It's in the flesh, man.
Yep, and a stamp and or an imprint.
Yes.
Also, that's cut. You cut into the flesh with them hacks.
Yes.
If somebody got an imprint on them, that's a tattoo.
Yes.
That's equivalent to a tattoo. And that cuts under the skin. That's why it's permanent. You can't just go and wipe it off and rub it off.
Yeah.
It's under the skin.
It pricks. They using they cutting through your skin to put the ink inside your skin.
That's right. So verse 17 it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So
you can't buy or sell unless you got sin, which everybody's sinning. So the thing is, it's hard to even,
because you can't make
it just no way to make sense of it.
And you know, no man is gonna be able to buy or sell. Nobody on the planet Earth is gonna be able to buy and sell. Even so, that ain't just here. Let's talk. So you got to think about like the Islamic Republic over there in the Middle East.
Yeah,
they not with Esau's bullshit. They not with over there in the Middle East for the most part. In other parts of the earth, they not with. You know what I'm saying? With all this.
It don't make sense, man. Okay. Sin is not the mark of the MOTB.
And it has a name.
Yes.
The mark has a name, and it's a number. Here's the number of his name, as the scripture is saying.
Yeah.
What's that? Because I only heard one explanation on that one, and that was the bugged out thing that I asked
Oh,
you.
666 million.
They over. They don't make that's to y'all. That's crazy.
Yeah, you
crazy talk.
Just pulling shit out of your ass, man.
But the number being attached to the charagma makes sense. That you need that this number reads on this biometric scanning system that's worldwide.
That's right. I now pulled up that word mark in the Greek in the blue letter. All right, and of course for brothers that know it's charagma, you'll see it as Strong's number G5481. Charagma. So I hit that one more time.
Strong's G5480. Charagma.
And so when you go down to the outline of biblical usage, definition 1, it says a stamp and imprinted mark. 1A says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Then 1B says the mark branded upon horses. The second definition says thing carved, sculpture, graven work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when you go, a sculptor, when they sculpting something, they gotta cut into the stone.
That's it.
You got a term called stone cutters.
Yep. And then 2A says idolatrous images. All right. But yeah, the first definition, it says a stamp and imprinted mark. All right. And so what that's going into, yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, so basically in when you print, it's a way of leaving a mark. But what does the lead do? It actually imprinting, is making an imprint into the paper.
Yeah.
So this word is the imprint is going to come from, of course, the syringe, the delivery system is going to imprint that mark. It's going to actually inject it subdermally into you.
Correct.
Now, when you go to the root of that word, which is karax, let's see, and that's Strong's G5483.
Strong's G5482. Charax.
All right, and that says, in the outline of biblical usage, definition 1, a pale or stake, a palisade. You know, and that was for piercing. You know? Definition 2.
Gotta go to the root of it. That there go, charagma don't mean this, but then go to the root then.
Yeah.
To the root.
Go ahead, it's like it.
Yeah, it says second definition, a palisade or rampart, you know. And then 2A, it said pales between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers are heaped and packed together. And the apostles just went into this yesterday out on the block. So that syringe is basically a form of a mini stake. You know, it's designed to prick or to poke, to insert.
Yep.
And Apostle went into about the word trench, and they would go back to the same word, karax, because in the ancient world, when the Romans besieged Israel, they dug a trench around the city, and they put them palisades,
Yes.
them stakes,
Like stakes sticking out, so
yes.
when the enemy come in, it impale them.
Impale,
Yep.
yeah, come on. And so what is the impelling tool for
Right.
this sense? The syringe.
Right.
To the delivery system that
Yes.
the apostles bring up.
Which they got in place, man. Whoever, see, again, you gotta say, it's gonna get real when Jake see it. There ain't no way they'll do this, it ain't no way. They just got through jabbing up the population.
Right.
What is it to, and just like they had enough to go around for that, they got enough to go around with the actual mark, man.
And then we could go back in time to 2019 and tell Jake, yeah, they gonna shut all this down. Oh, not America, man. All you job.
Right.
People gotta do this, people gotta do that. And yet they done it.
Yep.
You know, they don't believe, people in America, especially Jakes, believe this place can't go down. But yet here we witnessing it going down.
Yes.
Okay? So right, corrupts, and it basically goes into well, like the brother said, that's the word, to impale. They gonna impale your right hand, or maybe somewhere in your head,
Or somewhere.
Oh, yeah, just somewhere.
Yeah, they gonna impale you with a syringe to inject to get you that mark, and that's the imprinting.
Which has a name.
Yes.
The name in it is 3 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how do you make sense of this? That gotta be the number that's gonna be read when it goes across the biometric scanner.
Yes.
The way it is, we break it down, you know. Yeah, the aura, the radio frequency identification chip.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
That's it.
And it has a number of functions.
Yes.
You know, buying and selling, okay, it's gonna have all your information on there,
GPS.
tracking you, yes.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't,
And medical info.
yes, yeah, absolutely. You see, and that's how they gonna present it. See, having just like them medical alert bracelets. It's good to have a medical alert bracelet in case you.
And they got the digital system woven into the medical industry, so to speak.
Yes.
And that was one thing they talked about at that World Economic Forum.
Yes.
Is that they need to completely digitalize the medical industry.
Yes.
Everything is for everything to be digital when it comes to equipment and communications and logistics. Every aspect of it needs to be a digital process.
Yes. Tracking, so this man can know every move you make, everything you do, because he has a God complex, okay? And he wants to know, with that buying and selling, he want to know everything that is bought and sold.
When and where it was bought and sold.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Part of that tracking, man. You know, this man wants total control.
And that's what it's all about.
Yes. Now, I want to bring out a precept. I'm going to go to the book of Romans, chapter 6, and I don't know why I keep taking these glasses off. This is Romans 6 and 16, and I had looked this up when we was on the block. It says, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness. And that's what it's going to come down to. Either take this mark, you're going to bow down and yield yourself a servant to the devil, okay, by accepting that mark, okay, or you're going to yield yourself, which ultimately is up to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because ain't none of us got the power to resist this on our own, okay? Anybody can say whatever they want to, but when your stomach is touching your back, things get, when Jake is starving,
right, and when
things change.
Crying and women are screaming and yelling.
Things get chaotic, and the only way I can get back to that, You see that whole beta test with the panoramic thing, the Pan D, that whole test. See how bad people wanted to get back to the norm?
Oh yeah.
The image of the beast.
I ain't taking that dang on thing in my hand till you can't get back to normalcy. Till you can't eat no more. You can't go, I can't be a part of the world. And you people these people ain't love the world. So how can I get back into that world? Well, come worship the image and stick out your hand,
Right.
whatever, however you take it,
Right. Because while they ruling through legislation, they give the people entertainment to keep them distracted from how they continue to rule.
Yes.
To oppress.
Yes.
And oppress. Yeah, stress, oppress. Yet we give you entertainment. So the entertainment plays into part of the image of the beast. Going in, cause like we went into the arenas and stuff, and that going back to Rome, Greco-Rome,
Yes.
Yeah, you hit that Romans again?
Come on.
They go into like the apostle, they got that electronic all.
That's
That's what.
I got all. I pulled that
The reason I mentioned what I mentioned because Jacob's gonna want to get back to the image of the beast, the part that Esau gives them for entertainment.
Yeah.
They want to get back to the clubs and the parties and being wicked.
Yes. Now, say this too. Taking that mark, that is sin. Taking it is a sinful act, but that ain't what it is. That's not the actual mark. But taking it, yeah, that is sinning because now you what? Making a cutting in your flesh. That Romans 6:16 again. It says, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey.
Now you think about coming out of Egypt, which this is basically the time that we in, the Most High getting ready to deliver us out of Egypt. Where it was the episode in the wilderness where Moses had came to a point, he said, are you with us or are you not with us? And he said, everybody that's with us, he basically said, come on this side, and whoever didn't join them, they put them to death.
Yeah.
So basically that hour of temptation is coming down to that same scenario. That the Most High saying, you with me or what?
Yeah.
Because if you take that mark, you showing your allegiance, you're going to take that electronic all
Yes.
to show your allegiance forever to the devil,
Yeah.
or to the Most High put you to death.
Yeah.
But you saying, I'm riding with Satan forever. That's what you saying.
That's
when
what-
you
yeah.
take that mark. Come on.
Yeah. And when you go into that word yield, it's from the Greek paristemi or paristeno, okay? From the Greek 3936. It says from and to stand beside, that is transitively to exhibit proffer. Now, proffer is not a common word amongst our people. Hell, I didn't even know what the hell proffer meant. So I went to the etymology like we've been taught to do. And this is the word proffer. It says present oneself, appear, or hand over.
Makes sense.
So you yielding, you handing yourself over to the devil, man.
Right.
Yep.
Here I go, I'm yours.
Right. That's what.
It's like me and that brother was talking about on 300. Remember when the humpback went and he said, I'm a kind king, I'm a kind. He said, all I ask is that you bow down to me.
Yep.
You see, taking that electronic off, you bowing down to the beast.
Right.
See?
And you're gonna have to do it in order to buy and sell. That's why sin don't make no sense.
Don't. Nope.
To be the C hill.
Cause how can you stop
Or
sinning?
I'm sorry, to be the M-A.
Yeah.
That's the question.
How can you stop sinning? The scriptures, matter of fact, let me grab Ecclesiastes. Those I knowledge that just stuck in my head some years back. All right.
7.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:20. It says, "For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not." And this is talking about a just man.
Sure, that's right.
So how can you stop sinning? It don't make no, man. As much as I sit here and just try to like, it don't make sense. It just don't make no logical sense, man. Let alone spiritual sense.
Right. And going back, we going back to Romans?
Come. Romans 6:16. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey? Okay. So you gonna take this mark?
Right.
You gonna obey?
Because what's the goal? What's the goal of the beast?
Right.
You go to Revelation 17. It tell you
Yes.
they want to have absolute power
Mm-hmm.
forever.
Yes.
Want to go to war? They're gonna have to go to war with the Heavenly Father and His Son to get it. But they, that's what the Most High got them in a trick bag at.
Mhm.
But they want to. You gonna have to show your worship to this man in a corner way.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be nothing ideology. How you say the word?
Ideology.
Yeah, it's not gonna be nothing
Ideological.
Ideological.
about it. That you gotta buy into an ideology or something for me to give you access to what every man, woman, child needs on this earth is the capacity and the ability to buy and sell. That's the way of, that's the way you eat. Life is about working and eating and other things too, but that's the core. Everybody must work and eat.
Yeah.
Everybody must eat on this
You
planet.
don't work, you don't eat. Yep.
And that basically kind of cements. That's too a part of the whole work. It cements what the serpent done, showing you that these are the descendants of the serpent. Because the serpents brought in death. So through this mark, they want to keep you in death forever.
Yes.
Because there's no more, and no repenting when you take this mark. So you stuck in death. So it's them completing what the serpent did in the garden, in essence. Because Yahushua is our only life, and once you get this mark, there's no more Yahushua.
Yeah.
And that's what these devils want. They want to keep us in a hopeless situation.
Right. There's no more
Yahushua to give us hope. That's why we Great Millstone is known, for saying we are the hopeful elect. Yeah. Come on. What you had?
I was gonna say, no more Yahushua if on this side that is.
Yeah.
Of course.
You will come back in the kingdom in your right mind. Those that perish on this side from taking the MOTB.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got that counted.
But Esau
Okay.
mindset is, I'm gonna rule this earth and you're gonna be my perpetual slave. And the way I'm gonna make sure that is you're gonna have my mark. You depending on me to eat. The same way people really depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushua to eat. Because nobody eats on this planet if it wasn't for Yahweh. The food that's grown, the cattle that's eaten, so forth and so on.
Sir. He can drive the heavens.
Right.
Bring famine like he did in Egypt when won't nobody eat.
Right.
And Esau want that control because Esau can make food. Esau making GMOs,
Yes.
all the food in labs. So he wants to be the Most High.
Yes.
I can create like the Most High can create.
Right. He is the epitome of pride and pomp.
Yeah.
And as Hebrew Israelites, we should be the epitome of humility and meekness.
Yeah.
The
opposite.
Right.
We're supposed to be opposite of them.
Yes, sir.
Jake can't grasp that. Jake be getting into the truth to try to be the man in the truth.
Right. Because now it's puffed up.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, Esau wants the people to the reason why the scriptures is written in Revelation 13, if you go starting at like 15, 16 on out, Esau wants the people to worship the image of the beast.
Yes.
And you now need to know that you worship the image of the beast. I want everybody to, and then to make you worship me. If you don't know, I know I ain't gonna just be able to willingly get the people to bow down to me, to my every demand. I'm gonna have to take the food out. I'm gonna have to be able to take the food away from them, the ability to buy and sell in order to, live.
Currency.
So it can't be wickedness because Esau know the people that bought into that. His thing is he want to have his full clutches on you.
Yes.
He already got the people like that with sin.
Yeah.
It goes further than that. He needs to have absolute control. It's gonna take more than to where the people at. It can't get no worse than what it is.
Yeah.
So like, go ahead.
Still have some more Romans.
Oh, come on. Romans 6:16 again. I just read it from the top. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness? So it's posing a question. You see? Know ye not?
That's right.
So you don't know that you're yielding yourself? You don't know you're making yourself a servant to this devil? So you either gonna serve Esau, Edom, Satan, the beast, okay? You're gonna either serve the beast, that system, man, or you're gonna be in righteousness and serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You're gonna yield yourself over one way or the other. And ultimately, it ain't you, or it ain't me, or these brothers. It's what the Most High got determined for us, but that was it on that. You see that all come.
I got the account in Exodus.
Yeah.
This is Exodus 21 verse 6. Verse 5. Yeah. Exodus 21 verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. This is going to be Jake's sentiment in that time of that hour of temptation. They're going to be thinking about, man, I love my wife and my children.
Yes.
And I love this society.
Mm-hmm.
No matter, like the brother say, I just want to get back to normal. I want to be able to feed my family, my wife, and children. So they're going to have this sentiment. And in verse 6 it said, then his master shall bring him unto the judges Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever.
Yeah.
And he shall serve him forever. And this is what Esau trying to do on the low, trying to get you to serve him forever through this deception. But this mark is an electronic awl. Nothing else fits that bill. And we were talking about, what was that, Friday night? How Esau know these scriptures.
Right. Because he know what the MOTB is.
Yeah.
He really laughing at you other camps. At least these dudes are ridiculous. Or y'all done been paid off, or whatever the case is. Because it's too easy to understand.
And so
this is not a complex topic.
It ain't at all.
Like
right.
You gotta do,
Y'all just gotta keep studying this for another 4 or 5 months to get it. No, sir. That word bore, I just pulled the word bore up, B-O-R-E. It says pierce or perforate with a rotary cutting instrument, make a circular hole in by turning an auger drill.
That's what that syringe, the point, the syringe, even though it got a point on it, it's circular.
It's got, yes.
The tubular, yeah.
Tubular.
Yes. Perfect. Yep.
And and that all was to show ownership.
Yes.
That's why I said, and he shall serve him forever. When you saw that earring,
yep,
then you knew that man belonged to
right.
someone.
And that's the goal of Esau. That's what he wants. he's gonna demand is for you to worship me. So if sin was if that's his intent, and sin was the MOTB, then he got everybody there.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
And people are buying and, you know.
Well, maybe he gonna take the money away, and then, like the brother said, you just record yourself doing wicked, TikTok videos, and just show your TikToks.
Go home, slap the shit out your wife. Come on, baby.
Which that ain't no sin.
Right.
Or then, just take, for instance, okay, I'm gonna steal this brother's shoes, so I record it. And then, so the more sin I do, the more money I got.
Accumulate. Yeah.
Shit,
yes.
That's gonna be easy.
Come.
Do all kind of sin and go buy you a Ferrari.
I would think be billionaire.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then it's sin. Well, who can sin? Who was the law given to? Because sin is transgression of the law, and the law was given to Israel. So is it just us? Everybody else is good, but see, you just don't make no damn sense, man.
When your wife telling you, well, baby, I had to pay the rent, so I went and slept with the neighbor so we could get this rent.
Yeah,
I love you, though. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. And going with the MOTB, they can further, in their minds, play the Most High.
Yeah.
Because they can program.
Exactly.
They can program the people.
Yeah.
It's more than just buying and selling.
Right.
It's attached to that C hill.
Because when you program something to do something, you're controlling it.
Yeah. You download information, so they'll be able to tap into, emotion and know when your heart rate. They'll be able to tell your body biometrics. Oh, his heart rate is going up.
Yeah. Like in that movie,
dopamine is rushing in his brain.
Elysium. Remember when he went to his probation officer, which was a autonomous little statue, but it was speaking. He said, "Why?" The little thing told him. He said, "Your heart rate is going up."
Yeah.
It could tell his vitals.
Mm-hmm.
So it figured he was lying. And then when he got sarcastic and shit, the thing got smart with him. And they already got it set up to where people is dealing with AI and talking to computerized. When you call in about something from, say you order something on Amazon Prime and you get the wrong order and you call the number, you talk to an automated thing and then they give you options. So people are used to talking to computerized voices. Shall I say?
You see it when somebody send you a text, your phone will give you a couple of responses. And a lot of times be right on point. I'm like, how the fuck?
It know you. It's learning you. Yeah.
AI.
Yeah. I pulled that word up, all. Now in the scriptures it's AUL, but when you go, if you just when you put it in, like if you look for it on the online etymology, it's AWL, and it says pointed instrument for piercing small holes in leather, wood, etc. Okay.
And this say the same thing in the Hebrew.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yes.
Oh, you was through?
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
Here we go. Okay. So in the blue letter, we go to all. Okay, it's the Strong's number H4836. And it's more shot.
Or is it Mortazar?
That's it. It looked like Mortazar. Yeah, Mortazar.
If that's correct, See, this app, it don't give you the Salaki.
Yeah, Mortazar. You right, yeah, Mortazar. Says, Well, it's only one definition for it, and it's spelled all, AWL, in the definition. And it says all, comma, boring instrument. That's all it says.
Yep.
And yeah, you can spell all either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martazaya.
Come.
Yeah, Martazai. Martazai. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Come. Yep. And that's all this thing is. It's a electronic. Okay, I'm just Salaki.
Yeah, Mar Tazayai.
Yeah. So, then the precepts.
I don't. I was reading them comments.
Bring out that Isaiah 47 real quick, where basically the elites are saying I
am.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm trying to understand these comments on the comment board.
So this is Isaiah 47 and 8. It says, therefore hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, and dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. And this is talking about Babylon the Great in the sense of Esau. Okay, the elites of Edom.
Right.
The international bankers. And that's their mind, you know, is I'm the most high. You know, and it's other plenty of precepts on that. But going back to Revelation, I want to hit this point home is that Esau wants to be the most high ain't where Esau is at right now. He needs more control.
Yeah. This ain't enough.
He got the people to the height of wickedness. That's not, things needs to go further for him to have control. You know? And that's where the C-hip come into play.
Yeah. Like that interview where Aaron Russo was giving their testimony, he basically was told that they want to be able to control everybody. They want to be able to track.
And he also said they want to play God on earth and control who lives and who dies.
Yeah.
He is a greedy man. Need to keep it at home.
That was all I
That one, that last verse in Revelation, verse 18. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of the man.
Right.
And his number is 666.
Yeah. So if you're paying attention to the times, you understand we're in this technology era, this digital era, AI era. This is what this man is pushing. This is what he's showing us in the height of, really in the downfall of his power. He's showing us this technology. He's been showing us technology, but now it's on a whole nother level.
Yep.
With the AI. So this is the wave in the direction that this man is taking his rulership.
Yes, sir.
So you gotta, filter that with wisdom through the context, reading in Revelation 13, the whole chapter, but really starting around the 11th, going in down to the 15th, then to the end of the chapter. It makes sense.
Yep.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yep.
And he's showing you he's locking up the world through technology, that he didn't got the world to where it's at and the control through technology.
Bro, something as big as the world getting C-hipped, they would have to be in the scriptures somewhere.
Come on.
yeah, taking the people down the path of this AI, digital, this, cause they all say, yeah, we see that this man is taking everything digital, where it gotta be somewhere in the scriptures.
It got to be. The Most High just ain't gonna admit that this devil wants to brand the world, man.
Right, and that number is the number, the name of the beast.
Yeah.
Which is what? The UPC.
Yep. Which
the
is
Universal
what?
Product
Yes.
Code. Uni meaning one and verse mean the term.
All up everywhere. You can scan that code anywhere on this earth, and it's gonna show you the product and the price.
Yeah.
No matter where you, it really show you more than that, but them was the main two things. Them
Right.
the important things to know.
And if that's the only way you can buy goods and services on the planet Earth, then this man can track everything. Right
Yes.
now he can't track everything.
Right.
So he don't fit the bill of being the Most High.
Right.
If in his mind, that's what what I'm saying, in the mind of Esau.
Can I bring out a piece of his mind?
Yeah.
This is this is Isaiah chapter 14 and 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
That's Esau Edom's
Right.
ego. That's his mindset.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like the Most High in his mind, the supreme power. To have supreme power, I need absolute control on mind, body, and soul of the
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Well,
And mainly his people.
what that nigga say? Illuminati for my mind, soul, and my body. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they want all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to dictate.
And they want
What's
to,
that?
now they want to know who against this place.
Yeah.
Because right now, a lot of people ain't with
Yeah.
this place.
That's what I was gonna say too earlier about the beta test. It was just, who's with this thing getting stuck and who ain't with getting stuck? Who's out there? What? Let me get Kyrie Irving and them type of thinkers,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And he could just be a damn psyop, man.
Yeah.
You know, who freaking knows? Cause all of the bread and circus is rigged. The football, the baseball, all of that shit they going in the marinas, that's all rigged. You think they couldn't pull him to the side and be like, look, this is what we gonna do. We don't want we want you to protest this thing so we can see who follows you and we can weed them out so we know by the time we get to this. That's how Esau works, man. He takes statistics and he analyze shit. He get think tanks together to see, okay, who's gonna be with you?
Discover.
Yeah, and they always have. There's nothing new under the sun. Esau stick to a plan that worked, man. You know? But shit, I didn't have nothing else, y'all, bro.
That's it.
That's it.
Shit.
What was it I
You better not.
Well, with that, you know, Lord willing, edification went out, Lord willing, you know, whoever may not have understood the image or the beast, okay, the likeness, all right, understand what it is now and what the MOTB is, man, you know. So with that, we'll close and say until the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.